Right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to this celebration in honor of Danny Siegel. I think I don't have to tell you all this, but why we're celebrating today, but I wanted to give you a few words about how this celebration came about. So there was just loads of people in the department who wanted an opportunity to commemorate and celebrate Danny's contributions to this place, to this department. And that was people from students to staff at all levels. And I thought we had a discussion, Richard and I, and asked Helen, would it be all right for us to have this day of celebration? And I think we all agreed it would be a really nice moment for the department to have a moment to talk about Danny. Danny is a colleague, and I think you'll see a lot of the talks today talk about Danny as a colleague for students, researchers, a teacher, and a mentor. And I wanted to choose sort of two words to say that come to my mind when I think about Danny as a colleague, which were passionate and compassionate. I think Danny was so passionate about the things he did, about his research, and about so many things outside of research, so many things he did with such joy and gusto and told us all about. And also extremely compassionate. I mean, he was somebody who could really always see someone else's point of view so easily and really be compassionate to how other people were feeling about things. And that came really across in his role, even to all our undergraduates as the senior tutor, which was a big role, which I knew him in the department in last years. He had a fantastic sense of humor and really a real ability to look at the positive side of things. We'd be discussing really difficult things, and Danny was definitely the guy in the room who the glass was always going to be half full for Danny. I can never imagine him thinking the glass was half empty. He was always looking for the positive spin on everything. And I think that's going to come across in the discussions today, and I hope it's going to come across in the celebration we have upstairs this evening, which will involve music and some cocktails, and I hope lots of positive reminiscing and really celebrating. I'm going to give you a few logistical details about the day. So a lot of people have come around. Danny's family is here, and many former PhD students, colleagues from around the country. Some former students have come from Europe and even from the US today. Other people weren't able to come because we had to choose a date, which is in the middle of a term, so some people weren't able to make it and sent their apologies. But there will be a reception up on level 8. I hope most of you will have, it has a limited number, but I hope most of you will have been able to register through Eventbrite, and if you have done so, please do join us afterwards upstairs for the reception. And the drinks at those receptions, I'm very happy to say have been provided. Well, not happy to say, I mean, it's very nice to say that Taylor and Francis have the publishers have provided that because they're going to do a special issue focusing on the areas of science that Danny was particularly interested in. And I think that's a really nice gesture for them to do that and for them to provide the drinks for this event.